Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a summer look type of tutorial. I'm not really doing like summer makeup exactly, but I am doing like some pops of color with these new palettes that I have. I have these two palettes that I haven't dipped into yet. Obviously you could tell they're still in the box. I have not swatched them or anything. I just saw what I saw in the store and I decided to grab them. So I'm going to be playing with these palettes today, see how they perform. I really want to do, well, I want to try and do something a little bit colorful, but I'll see what I can come up with. I'm not the most colorful person when it comes to eye looks. I usually stay in the neutral areas, warm tones type of vibe. I don't really venture onto color, only because I just, personally, I get intimidated by it and I feel like I can never create like a good looking look with bright colors. So I'll see what I have today. I thought I had purchased the eye base from Anastasia, but I guess I didn't. I'm looking for it and I just couldn't find it. Also today I'm going to be using the Juno & Co sponge on camera. I used this once off camera and I mean I really liked it and you guys could see how it works on my face. I mean I'm pretty sure you guys have seen people use it before, but I'm going to be using it today. See if you could cop it. I think it's like $6 and I bought a pack of 4 for I think 20 bucks. So really good sponges, really good deal, and they came pretty quickly too. But yeah, before I get started, please be sure to like this video. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the makeup. So for eyeshadow palettes today, I have 2 palettes that I'm gonna be trying. This is not like a review or anything. I'm kind of just playing around with makeup today, honestly. I have the Alyssa Edwards x Anastasia palette, which Alyssa Edwards, if you don't know, she's a really famous drag queen. She was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Freaking amazing, live for her. And then I have the Jouer 10 Lines palette, which is a palette that is so stunning. This packaging though, like, gorgeous. So I'm gonna open the palette, show you guys what they're all about. I'll start off with the Anastasia one. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen it already because it is a pretty popular palette on the market right now and on social media. This is the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. So this is more of a palette for someone who, you know, is more adventurous with color, more into that type of range. I mean, like I said, I'm more intimidated when it comes to color, so I'm very like, I'm low-key am intimidated of this palette. I just don't know how to go there, you know. And I literally think every time I have a palette like this in front of me, I always end up doing like a pink look and I'm so sick of it. So I'm just, I don't know. Can we talk about it? This is like such a stunning palette, especially for the summer. You have your transition shades right there. You have your pops of color and you have those shimmer shades that you could pop on the lid or the inner corner or whatever you want to do. Again, like I said, I am more of the neutral type of girl, so I am more drawn to this palette. I'm really like being pulled into this Dream It shade, which is this blue shade right here. And you can see me on the screen. Hi. The blue shade right here, super pretty. I'm gonna see how that works, but I'm scared. So I'm going to dip into that Dream It shade, which is that royal blue shade. I'm going to take this e.l.f. contour brush and I'm going to take it on my brush and just pack it on. I'm going to pack it on the outer corner first. Ew. It shows up a little bit darker on the eye than it is in the pan. I don't know if it's because I have concealer on my eye or what, but it's really pigmented, so that's good. I'm actually switching gears here. I'm gonna put it all over my lid. I'm literally packing it on. Don't swipe. I live for a matte eye. I honestly love it so much. It's so pretty. So next I'm actually gonna grab a fluffier brush. This is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH35 and I'm gonna dip into the shade HOE. H to the O to the E right here, which is like some like, it's like a cool, not super cool, but like I would say like a neutral brown tone, neutral tan tone. And I'm just gonna dust that very lightly on the edges of this shade. See how it blends, if it blends. So I really took like a tad bit of product on the brush just because I want to just blend the outer corners of this shade. It's looking a little ashy with that hoe color blended, and honestly it's not blending that great either. It's looking kind of muddy to me. It's not looking cute. It's actually not even, it's like turning into gray. It looks like literally like a burnt piece of paper on my eye. I just think mixing the shades kind of made it not good. I feel like if I would have just yeah, no. I'm gonna actually erase this eye and then just use, because honestly that just like killed my mood, the fact that that happened. And it's not even looking good. Like that's the thing. That's the thing that's like really bothering me. The fact that it looks so muddy. And I want that like bright blue. And even like blending it on this side, it like turns into like a light blue. It looks like the color separates a little bit. And I blended it with the actual color. So I'm gonna erase this eye and start over. So taking the Joy Tan Lines palette, I'm gonna dip into this first shade right here, which is called Beachaholic. Super nice tan shade. I'm gonna take that on an M441. Just see how this works. If this one's a flop too, I'm gonna be low-key upset, because how do you buy two eyeshadow palettes and they both suck? I don't know. Nothing really specific here. I just want to lay this color down just to have a nice backdrop for the rest of my colors. With the same brush, I'm going to use the color Heat Wave right here, which is that peachy tone right next to the shimmers. So I'm going to use that on the same M441, and again, it's the same process, just kind of dusting that color on. So far the mattes are doing actually a really good job of blending. I'm not having any issues whatsoever. I don't know why. I think on Sephora didn't have like good reviews for some reason. I went in store and bought it still because I was just very like pulled in with the colors. The packaging was gorgeous. And I was just like, you know what? After reviews, I'm just gonna buy it. You know, sometimes there's like things or places with really good reviews and then like they're really not good at all. Or there's like places that with bad reviews and they end up being like really good, and like that's a rare occasion, but I feel like this is one of those things. I'm actually gonna pull up the reviews right now and see what people are saying about this. Next, I'm gonna take a it's like a smaller brush. It's the M433 by Morphe, and I'm gonna dip into the Driftwood shade, which is the brown shade in the palette right here, dead smack in the center. Really pretty brown. I'm going to use this shade to deepen up the crease a little bit. Okay, my service is actually able to pull through. And yeah, I see it only has 3.5 stars. That's so odd because I'm really not having trouble at all with these. Okay, so actually it's a lot of good reviews. Okay, fun for summertime. How are you going to say fun for summertime and only give it 3 stars? I really can't wait for my next video. I think that one's gonna be so much fun. You guys will see what it is. Well, if this stuff comes in time, because if not, then I'm just gonna do like a story time video. Story time, get ready with me. But I'm just taking the M441 back into that Heat Wave shade and just blending out these edges really quick. Now I'm actually gonna dip into that Vitamin C shade in the Joy Tan Lines palette, which is this turquoise glittery shade. The MAC 242, which is just like a flat concealer brush. I'm gonna spray a little bit of setting spray on there. It's a really nice shimmer. It's not giving me any issues at all. Super pigmented. It's just really, really nice. I'm actually gonna take the Tide Pull shade and just see how it looks. I want to dab it over just a little bit, just to give a little bit more dimension and color. They don't really do much, but I do see like the little flecks of color that the other shade has. It's not the prettiest. It actually kind of washed out the color. It did give me a little bit more of like a little like glitter moment. I mean, it's alright. The shimmers, that is so weird that recently like the shimmers just haven't been really impressing me. So taking a smaller brush, I'm gonna take the JH40 and I'm gonna dip into the Driftwood shade and just kind of deepen the outer corner and up here in the crease right above the shimmer just to have a little bit more dimension. By the way, I took the brown eyeshadow in the Alyssa Edwards palette, the shade Back Rolls, love that name, but it is a little patchy. It's not really working that well. I don't know, like I'm not a good shadow day for me. I think I just have to play around a little bit more with the palettes and see where they take me, but so far, not good. This is the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. I'm gonna use that a little bit just to kind of refresh my face. I'm gonna take the Juno & Co sponge now. This is, I believe, the microfiber velvet sponge, something like that. Really weird texture. I'm gonna put it up close so you guys can see. Really weird type of thing going on. It has like little hairs on top of it. It feels really soft. Really weird. You would never expect to like find this in a sponge. So, but I like it because it's like right off the bat full coverage. It doesn't really take off your makeup at all, and it's like $6, so you really can't lose with this. Sorry if you hear stuff. My baby's in here with me. Okay, so for concealer today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Really enjoy this concealer, and it's affordable. It's so good. If you're at the drugstore, definitely get this. This is the shade Fawn 340. I noticed I really don't need this much product, but this is what I'm used to having on my face. But I don't really need that much because this sponge doesn't really soak up as much. This sponge doesn't soak up as much product as my normal sponges. I'm going to set my face now. I'm going to be using my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. So I'm going to take a clean sponge and I'm going to do that. I'm going to use that to set my powder underneath my eye and wherever I applied concealer. And what I do if I feel like my foundation's a little too dry, I just set my face a few times throughout the makeup application, and I use like a dewy spray just so I could add hydration to my face. But since my face is a little bit dry, I'm going to use a luminous powder today to set the rest, only so my face doesn't look cakey. For the rest of my face, I'm actually going to take the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, which I really like this powder. I just don't use it as much because the way it dispenses product is just annoying to me. The fact that it's literally, look, okay, so it gives you product right there, right? But then once you use it up, it's like so hard to get more out. You have to like close the lid, and then it just irks me, so I don't use it that much. But I really do like it. So I'm going to take the flat side of my sponge and then just dip that and really pack that on my face. So I'm going to really just leave a lot of translucent powder on because I'm going to dust it off using another powder, and you guys are going to see that right now. This is going to give me a nicer finish. I usually do this method off camera. I haven't shown it on camera yet, so I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so now that it looks really ghostly, you want to take a powder. This is like a baked powder, and this is my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Really good powder. It's not going to give you like super full coverage, but it's gonna give you like a nice soft veil over your skin, which I really do like. I mix shades though, because if I just use the light shade, it's going to be too light for me. So I mix shade light and shade medium together. I take my Morphe E58 and then I just mix the two and just brush over that powder that I just put on and really just set everything in even more. This is perfect too for the summer. It's gonna give you a nice look. And this eye is just bothering me. I don't know why. The eyeshadow is just not cute. But I'm pretty sure once we have lashes on, everything's gonna look good because that's what always happens. So I'm gonna finish the eyes really quick. I'm not gonna do anything too busy underneath the eye, only because it's like I'm really not impressed. I'm kind of over the shadow, so I'm just gonna try and see what I could do. I'm gonna take that back roll shade in the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. I'm gonna take that on a flat definer. Just gonna pack that closely to the lash line and keep it mostly on the outer corner. And I'm gonna connect it to this up here. A smaller brush. This is the JH40 brush by Morphe. I'm gonna dip into that Driftwood shade in the Jouer palette, which is that brown shade we use. I'm just gonna blend out this brown shade right here. For the waterline, I'm actually gonna use a nude today. I'm not gonna use a brown or a black. And this is the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner, and this is in the shade Super Bright. So let's see if it lives up to that name. This is not super bright. I'm actually gonna take some of these Artist Couture Diamond Lights finishers because I really need to remedy this eye. It's just really not looking cute for me. So I'm gonna take some of these. I think I'm gonna take the shade Golden Hour, which is a really pretty shade. And I'm gonna take my Morphe M434 brush. I'm also gonna take the shade Spotlight Glitz. This has more of like a pinky tone in it. So I'm gonna take that shade just to give me a little bit more color. I'm gonna wet it though this time and just pack that on. While my other lash is drying, I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. I'm gonna take my Hourglass ambient lighting powder. This is in the shade Luminous Light. I'm gonna dust it in the cheek area. Even though I have a pimple right here, I probably shouldn't be doing that, but I like this product, so I'm gonna use it anyway. But yeah, usually if you have acne or texture, you really don't want to emphasize it with highlight, so just avoid highlight or anything shimmery in those areas because it'll really emphasize it even more. So the lashes I used are the Baddie B lashes in the Style Extra, which I really love the lashes from Baddie B, so if you can cop them. I think they're only $19 too. For bronzer today, I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I really love, and again, it's an affordable bronzer at the drugstore. Really good one. So I'm going to take that on a Morphe JH05 brush. For contour, I'm going to take this Dior Backstage Contour Palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shade in here, which is this shade. I'm going to take it in the same brush and just kind of dust it on top of that bronzer. So I'm going to cut the cheeks now, again using my Cover FX powder and that Juno & Co sponge. For highlight today, I'm actually going to take the Desi XKD highlighter by Dose of Colors, and this is in the shade Fuego. Such a pretty gold highlight. Love this one. It's a little dark on me, so I'm going to layer something a little bit lighter on top. I'm going to also pop this one in the inner corner. Next, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm, and this is a really this is super light, but it's more of like a veil. It's not really like a super intense highlight. It's like a veil of glitter. So I'm just mixing it with the Fuego highlight. Gonna dust that powder off. I'm gonna dab over the bronze and everything just to tone everything down and have it not be as harsh. And this will really make everything blend into the skin. For blush today, surprise, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Baddie on the Block blush, which has been my favorite blush since I bought it pretty much. It's just a really nice blush. Kind of like a corally pinky tone, leaning more towards pinky, but it's still really pretty. Gives you a nice wash of color without overpowering, which I like because I like blushes that are buildable. I don't like blushes that right off the bat you're going to get a lot of pigment. And this is like a really good blush. The formulas are amazing. She's back today. She's gonna give us her final thoughts as well. You are right. Okay, so this is the final look. So like I said, I had to add like some things like the Artist Couture toppers onto my eyes because I just was not feeling it. Just the blue by itself, it just wasn't giving me enough. The eyeshadow palettes weren't that they didn't perform as well as I thought for their price points, because they are luxury eyeshadows. You would think like, oh, they're gonna work really well, but you know what? No, there's some really good drugstore palettes that you could buy, and the Anastasia one was not that good. Like I said, that brown shade kind of gave me a little bit of trouble blending, and also the Jouer one wasn't that good either. I don't know, like lately I just haven't been that impressed with Sephora and like just like high quality eyeshadow palettes. I haven't been that impressed, only because I know that they're really good, you know, affordable eyeshadow palettes. And I don't know, just eyeshadow palettes in general haven't been impressing me. Like the Morphe one I tried the other day didn't impress me. I don't know, I think just eyeshadows in general are not that impressive to me at the moment. Lashes always save the day, especially these. They're a little bit more on the dramatic side, so they do look good, and the glitter on the eye makes it look 10 times better. Honestly, it looks really, really good. This is actually a really good like going out type of look. Yeah, she's playing with lashes, don't mind her. Really good going out type of look. It's super pretty. I like how the look ended up coming out, but for me it was just a little bit difficult to work with. I don't recommend the palettes. Everything else is good. Well, usually everything else that I use on my face is what I use, period. This Catrice spray though is super good if you have like dry skin, or you have like a flat type of complexion. You want a little bit more dimension, more glow to your skin. I recommend that one, and it's affordable. You can get it at Ulta on the affordable section. So good. But yeah, these lashes basically save the day. The lip I have on is the Morphe lip pencil, and this is the shade Chippy, along with the Morphe liquid lip in the shade Virgin. I did not do anything else on my lips besides those two things, and that is pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to... She wants to say the outro, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below what you think about this look, what you think about the eyeshadow palettes. Do you have the eyeshadow palettes? Are you gonna buy them? Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell if you haven't, so you're notified whenever I post a new video. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Say bye-bye.